Hi there everyone, we're here at PAOLYN Houseboats. We just finished an incredible stay here. We'll be heading off the airport in a few hours. But before we leave, we're going to interview the vice manager here. Her name's Vanessa, all about the PAOLYN and especially the mission to help out the local tribe and about the houseboats, the food and much more. So Vanessa, how are you doing today?
All good, good. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful as well, especially after the incredible stay here.
Yes.
So Vanessa, tell us a little bit about the history of the PAOLYN Houseboats.
Okay, so maybe let's make it long story short.
Okay.
So yeah, Kuya Paulo, so he was a sailor. So he used to sail around the world and then he accidentally discovered this island, which is a very nice, as you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, the limestone, the fish, the corals is very rich. So Kuya Paulo visit Coron town. So he fell in love to a girl. Her name is April Lane.
Yes.
So Ate April, she's struggling with this motion sickness thing. So Kuya Paulo and Ate April live in the house, on the yacht at first. And then Kuya Paulo discovered that she has it. So he built a houseboat only meant for them.
Okay.
So that houseboat, he put it somewhere there. I'm not sure if where is specific the place here in Coron Island. So he built a houseboat for Ate April, and then at the same time, tourists who were doing the tour in Coron Island got interested and they wanted to stay there. But Kuya Paulo didn't accept, like, okay, come on, stay here. It doesn't work like that. So at first, they got interested. Kuya Paulo see the idea, and then at the same time, people from the tribe came to him, and then they see the idea of the houseboat, and they come to him that, oh, Paulo, you have a very good vision in here. Maybe we can make this one work, and maybe you can help us because we're struggling to look for a job in town. The qualification is too high. You must have a 2 years experience of working, must have a degree. So Kuya Paulo, okay, let's see. And it takes a couple of years, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 years or more than that. So he checked what are the papers needed to approve everything, make the community agree. So luckily they agree. He proved himself that he's worthy. So now here 9 houseboat operating in PAOLYN Houseboat.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing the history. It was kind of like this business by accident. Yeah, and what an incredible accident. We're all here because of his vision. And I love the social enterprise, like the real focus, besides, accommodating the guests, is to help the locals.
Yes.
So it's making profit but helping at the same time.
Yes.
So can you share a little bit about how this model works?
Okay, so the logistic is totally crazy. This whole island is no electricity and no
Wow.
fresh water. Just by the fresh water, imagine this 26 people, I think more than that, traveling 2 hours to the other island just to collect the fresh water for the use of the guests, of course, for shower and other use that we need here in our mini restaurant. For the electricity, we're running by solar panel, batteries, and generator, and other stuff like sacking the waste because we don't dispose any waste here in the water. So you can see the water is so pristine,
Amazing.
clear.
Yes.
So all of the houseboat, there's a tank to collect the waste and then to a separate tank for the fresh water. So it's kind of crazy actually. So the other bit challenging here actually is in PAOLYN Houseboat. We have only 9 houseboats, but at 325 plus employees the last time I checked.
Wow.
But we keep hiring those from the tribe. So 90% of our employees is from the indigenous community, and many of them, they never been studied at school and no working experience. So the fact they don't have any experience and never studied before. So we are from zero, training those people for them to know what are the things that they need to do, and the fact that many of them totally don't understand English and can't speak English, but we hire them because this whole project is for them. So a little bit challenging. Sometimes we really can avoid them making mistakes.
Yes.
But we believe it's part of the process of learning things. If you make mistake, learn from it, and then for the next time you will try to avoid, or you know what to do. So that's one of the challenge is sometimes guests expecting that since we train them, they feel that they should already know everything, but it's a lifetime process of training someone, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, some people really don't understand that. We are doing our best to train them, but we really can avoid them making mistakes. So it's like a big puzzle that we have to put everything into place every day.
You know, as a guest, I couldn't tell any of the mistakes. It seems so like everything's precise, and it feels like it's perfect. Like everything from logistics to the way they deliver, the customer service is phenomenal. So
Yeah, there's many things
I'm
actually,
amazed.
especially some factors, the weather, of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's Mother Nature. There's nothing, even though all of the houseboat is very safe, it's sheltered by the limestone because we're covered. Sometimes, of course, it affects the pickup of the guests. Some other guests, they don't understand that our boat have to travel, of course, considering the travel.
Yeah.
And some delivery of the food got delayed a few minutes. Sometimes the tide, it's too shallow. So those things affect also the operations. So it's nature that there's nothing we can do about it.
Exactly. So in terms of the actual, you mentioned like 9 houseboats. What are the different types? You know, for singles or couples or families like us. Could you describe the differences with the houseboats?
Okay, so we have 9 houseboats, including this main restaurant. So
Yes.
for the 8 houseboat for accommodation, so let's do first the small and large double room, which is good for 2 people each room there in the small and large double room. So ideally for couple or 2 people that they're okay to sleep together because it's one bed there.
Yes.
So and the most affordable houseboat that we have.
Okay.
Second, we have the bamboo houseboat, which is each bamboo suite can accommodate 6 people, which is good for family.
Yes.
So those 6 people, ideally, we suggest at least 4 adults and then 2 kids because there's a bunk bed,
Yes.
1 toilet, and then 1 shower. And next, we have the glass houseboat, which is can be the first glass houseboat can be 8 people for the entire thing if you will book it entirely. But you can also book half of it only. So per half should be 2 only on the other side because it has a mezzanine that connected to each other.
Yes.
While the second glass houseboat, you can book it entirely also, and 2 each side. So if you book entire, of course, it can be 4 for that houseboat. So our biggest houseboat that we have is the mega glass houseboat. So for the mega glass houseboat, each room there can accommodate 10 people. But you can book half of it, that means 20 for the half, or the entire thing that we can open all the separators and you can be guys 40 there.
Wow.
So the one that the super glass houseboat, half of it, the one that you stayed, so it can be 8 people in that, and then can be another 8 people on the other side. But of course, for entire, they can also open the separator, and you can be 16. And the original houseboat, the very first houseboat that we have, the historical one,
Yes.
so can be 16 people. It's renovated now, the old design, so now it can be 16 people. Before the restaurant is there, but now we have a separate restaurant.
Right.
So this is the common area where the operation happened. Arrival, departure, lunch, everything is in this area. But this one is private only for the guests of PAOLYN Houseboat. So outsiders that not staying overnight is not allowed in this one.
Right.
Yeah, and if they want to check the prices also, they can just visit our website.
Okay.
They have to select the number of packs,
Yes.
the number of night,
Yes.
so they can get the exact price of the houseboat that they prefer to choose. We have this, the most requested houseboat that we have is the Sunset Suite. So for the Sunset Suite, it has 6 rooms. Each room there can accommodate 4 people.
Okay.
Fortunately for the Sunset Suites, kids is not allowed. 12 years old below, it's not allowed in the Sunset Suite. So, but it's the more private one. It has a restaurant at the top of the room, so it's very, very nice.
Nice, amazing. So in terms of the food, you know, one of the highlights of traveling is to try the local cuisine. And you mentioned we're here actually in the restaurant itself, the floating restaurant. So what would you say are some of your top items for guests to eat?
Because we have a different taste.
Of
right?
course,
No,
we
yeah.
do.
Personally, if you will ask me, I really love for the pasta.
Oh, yes,
the
me too.
Alnero one. I love it so much, and the seafood pasta. So this is my personal opinion.
Yes.
And then for the Filipino dishes, I like our how do you call it? The kinilaw.
Oh, we had that also. The
You
kinilaw,
like it?
the
That's
ceviche.
right. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I like it actually. And then the pork adobo, I like it. Yeah, so those are my own personal opinion. But yeah, many guests also said that they like it, and also the fish and cocoa. They said, yeah.
Yeah, there was actually so much variety, and
Yeah,
we
so
interviewed
much
France as well. So there's a separate interview if you want to find out more about the restaurant. Check out that
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
So in terms of activities, there's so much to see and do here. What would you say are the top sightseeing places in this area?
Actually, many of our guests, they love the fact that just inside of their room, they can jump from it
Yes.
and then go snorkel around without needing to get a boat to bring them somewhere. So that's the ideal. And then the fact that we already in Coron Island, which is most of the destinations here in Coron is located in here.
Yes.
So the fact that we are here, if they book a excursion for us or if they rent a private speedboat, they can visit most of the destinations very early in the morning, so they can avoid the crowds.
Right.
While the other guests, if they don't want to do some excursions, they can just kayak around the area and they can already see the beautiful places and very good snorkeling spot also. So paddle boarding also.
Yes, my kids tried that.
Yeah. Paddle boarding, and then the fact that they can just jump off on their platform anytime they want.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. So many things to see and do, and just to relax as well. It's so
To relax.
refreshing. So if people wanted to book a room here, how can they do that, Vanessa?
They can either check us on our website.
Yes.
Also, they can contact us directly to our WhatsApp.
Yes.
They can check also on Airbnb and Expedia.
Yes.
So those are the channels that they can look for us, or they can just search on the Google and then PAOLYN HOUSEBOATS.
So I'll have the links below. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to book an amazing stay here, we had a phenomenal experience. This is one of my top highlights of my entire life. So thank you so much to
thank you.
Vanessa, Paolo, Lynn, and the rest of the team. We had a great time.
Yeah.
So 5-star, double thumbs up. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
salamat
you.
po,
Thank
mabuhay.
you.